but the president tells his minions they can. So we need to get our own media. A great look. Looks like YouTube, actually. That's good. YouDoNews.com, and it's a genius name. And, Darrel, I know you've run multi-million-dollar, $50, $60, $100 million companies a year. I forget. Some of your companies I know are bigger than that. And I know you've been arrested for preaching the gospel in Dallas. I've seen that in the news. And so I'm aware of your great work. We're going to come back, talk more about this. You Do News, YouDoNews.com. And we're just here supporting the alternative media and other venues. Coming up, we got the gentleman who wore the gun on his side, and Chris Matthews flipped out. That's coming up in the last 30 minutes of the show as well. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. PrisonPlanet.tv is our subscription video site.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com, HomeGain.com. Check them out today.
We got a news report that Michael Jordan on 9/11 will be inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and that's going to be part of Obama's 9/11 memorial. So notice why America's dumbed down and fallen apart. Our heroes are not inventors. They're not scientists. They're not firemen that save kids in burning buildings. It's people that play basketball and football. And I'm not saying you can't like those guys, and that's great. But the establishment has written in documents that they make your hero sports icons so you don't have heroes that really matter. And then kids stop wanting to be an inventor or a scientist or a doctor. They want to be a basketball player, and there's only a few slots for that. And it's this lottery economy. You see them on CNN. They have this thing where for 30 seconds you beg for a job, and then only certain people can get the slot. And it's all about, you got hope and change, and you're rolling the dice. George Orwell talks about that in 1984. Very, very sick society. No, we need to take action ourselves. So many people talk about the government and the corruption, but they don't get involved. Start with videos. Start with websites. Start with audio blogs. So, Darrel Rundus, I can't wait till YouDoNews.com gets launched. What are some of your other websites you can plug today?
Hey, don't forget, I am still giving $20,000 away for anybody who can name the 10 Commandments in 20 seconds or less. So, we give that away in October. So go to 10andwin.com. The letters TENANDWIN.
Now, what's the catch? 10andwin.com. Why is it so hard, Darrel, to do it in 20 seconds?
Go ahead. Name all 10 in order in 20 seconds.
No, I can't do it.
Exactly. So
but, I can certainly read it and train and probably...
Well, there you go. So I'm giving everyone an incentive to get back to the basics and the most fundamental...
So how does somebody win then? I mean, if it's easy, then how do you pick the one person? You'll have a bunch of winners.
We put a video up there to train you in 2 minutes how to learn how to list the law and order in 20 seconds or less. And then in October, I forget the date, you'll have to go to the website and check. I'm going to get on the phone, start drawing names of those who registered one by one. First one I get on the phone that can do it gets $20,000. That's simple.
Oh, that's great. That is certainly a good thing you're doing. I know you're good for it. You've certainly helped what we're doing here.
Hey, I just wanted, before we part ways, Alex, I just once again want to let everybody know I thank God for you, and I know I speak for many others out there. It's not easy doing what you're doing. You're constantly being attacked. But remember, man, you catch most of the flack when you're over the target. So you just keep pushing that plow. You don't even think of looking back.
Well, that is certainly the fact, Darrel. And as soon as you launch the site, we'll have you back up. You don't have to come down to Austin from Dallas to be in studio, but if you want to, that'd be great. And I can't wait. I'm glad you're doing this to get the word out. YouDoNews.com. You with just a U. YouDoNews.com up on screen at PrisonPlanet.tv.
And one last thought. Remind people, you guys listening, that as an independent news journalist with You Do News, that gives you access as the press to press passes to get you into these events like Obama is going to be speaking at with Michael Jordan. So we'll be able to hook people up with those press passes. Sometimes you'll, depending on the event, have to pass a background check and get on the police report list. But willing and you're qualified, then we can get you into those events. We can get you into all those sporting events to interview.
No, that's the exciting thing. People can do that with You Do News, or I challenge people to start their own news site, have it sound official, and do it. People ask how we get big guests on. We call their publicist. and say, hey, we see they got a new book out. You know, can we have this astronaut or this person on? That's how we do it.
Like,
people think I like to do some secret handshake to get a big guest on, but it's called the telephone. I mean,
right.
you pick it up and you dial them and you get them on, and that's how everything's done in the world. You just take action. But Darrel, what do you think of the Southern Poverty Law Center and others coming right out and attacking Oath Keepers, attacking me? I mean, this is really getting scary. They are really getting ready to stage something, in my opinion.
I think you're right, but remember, desperate people do desperate things. So that just reveals, I think, to you and everybody else who's in the know that they're desperate. They're desperate. Now, we definitely need to be on guard because, desperate people do desperate things, and we don't know how desperate are they really. But the fact that they're trying to discredit you and ruin you or me or anybody that's ever associated with you, then that's actually a good thing. So, look, they did the same thing to Christ. So you're in good company.
Absolutely. Darrel Rundus, we'll talk to you as soon as youdonews.com gets fully launched.
Hey, man, I'm going to leave you with one last scripture. Remember, James 4:17. Anyone who knows the good they ought to do and they don't do it, it's a sin. So get up, get out, get busy doing something to take our country back.
Absolutely, yeah. Darrel, good to hear from you.
Take care, Alex. God bless.
You bet. God bless you. When we come back, we're going to talk to the gentleman that got attacked by Chris Matthews as a thought criminal wearing that gun yesterday down the street from an event that Lord Obama was going to be attending for death care, the death committees, which really do exist. We'll be right back.